It's transfer deadline day, or as Liverpool fans know it, Monday. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be centering around Liverpool Football Club and their extreme lack of activity in another transfer window. The Reds have only brought in 2 players this season, and one of them doesn't even come until next season. So technically we've only brought in one in Federico Chiesa across these 2 transfer windows. And with time running out, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any activity in terms of incomings coming in this January for Liverpool and Arne Slot's men, even though, in my personal opinion, we should be out there looking and trying to lay down a statement for the rest of the season. We're going to be talking about the lack of activity. We're going to be talking about Liverpool and the lack of transfer activity this year. But without further ado, I would like to remind you to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things are always and forever greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section as well. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it about Liverpool and the lack of transfer business in the past 2 transfer windows now, this January and of course last summer. Would love to know what you guys have to think and say on that one. So use and abuse that section, people, and get talking to me because I want to know what you guys have to say. Otherwise, let's get on with the video. Let's talk Liverpool and the lack of transfer activity. Look, everything on the pitch right now, sunshine and rainbows. Top of the league, 6 points, 6 points clear of Arsenal. I would have snapped your hand off to be in that kind of position at the beginning of the season, because I wasn't exactly going into this season with the utmost of optimism that we would actually win a Premier League title. Yes, I was expecting us to be in a title challenge, but we have a very good opportunity to not only win the Premier League title with where we currently are right now, but of course we're flying in the Champions League, we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and of course we've got a favourable tie next weekend when obviously we face Plymouth in the FA Cup. So right now, things on the pitch are going swimmingly for us. Off the pitch, though, things could be better. We've got we've got a lack of transfer activity, which we'll get onto a little later, and we've got player contracts that are still very much up in the air and are not decided as of right now. And they are, of course, the main 3 that we've been talking about all season long: Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and of course Virgil van Dijk. All 3 still very much up in the air. All 3 still very much none the wiser in determining and knowing where their footballing futures will lie. Will it be at Liverpool for next season? Will they be going off as free transfers for next season? Who knows? Because no one seemingly does. And gotta be honest, talks have gone a little bit quiet on that over the past month or so. So very interesting that that has happened there. What I will say is, on the pitch stuff aside, contract situations aside, the situation when it comes to player transfers, the lack of transfer activity in the January transfer window and in the summer has been embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. It's clear that this squad isn't up to full capacity. It's clear that this squad isn't quite up to full strength. But when I see certain players, we'll start with certain clubs. Certain clubs make big business. Manchester City, we've all had to sit back for this January transfer window and watch as Manchester City, in the mud, Manchester City, go, we're going to buy this player, and that player, and this player, and that player. And they're going to make, and then they're seemingly close to making a deadline day signing as well. They're seemingly very close to making a deadline day signing as well today. We sit back and we see them do business. We've seen Tottenham do a couple of pieces of business. Tottenham of all teams. Man United have done a bit of business. Other teams have as well. And the only team that has done nothing is us. It's us. Again. Okay, we brought in Chiesa in the summer for 10 million. Great. He's been injured for the majority of the first half of the season. We're managing his minutes. We're trying to get him up to full fitness. It's not exactly the most reliable of signings, is it? And yet I look around this squad and I look at two left backs who are about as bad as each other. I look at the centre back situation, which hopefully Joe Gomez does come back and, you know, no more injury concerns at least for the rest of the season. But again, they're not exactly the most reliable of centre backs to have, other than Virgil van Dijk, of course. I look at the midfield situation, which could do with some beefing up, but thanks to Ryan Gravenberch's sort of arrival properly this season, has been absolutely tremendous for us. And, you know, even though it could be a little bit better, I can still make peace with it, maybe for this season. And then I look at our forward line, and oh my God, the situation, I do worry. I do worry for the striker situation a little bit, because Darwin Núñez is unreliable in terms of his composure, concentration and finishing in front of goal. Diogo Jota is unreliable in terms of his injury concerns and injury-prone nature. And then we have Luis Diaz, who's been made to play as a false number 9 up front, who it will work against certain teams. It won't completely not work, but it won't completely work either. And there are certain games where he just doesn't cut the mustard, I'm afraid, in terms of being that false number 9. So they're all unreliable in different ways. And when I see the likes of Victor Osimhen potentially on the way of moving, when I see like Victor Gyökeres on the way of moving, I don't really rate them that highly. But even the likes of Benjamin Sesko and Dusan Vlahovic, you know, on the verge of moving, why aren't we at least throwing our names in the hat for those kinds of players? We know we have money. We know we have money. Take it back to 18 months ago when we were trying to get Moises Caicedo for 115 million. Where has that money gone? And we know we've made a lot more money since then. Where has that 115 million gone that we were going to put on the table for Moises Caicedo? Endo and Chiesa only cover a small portion of that. Where has that money gone? We also have heard that approximately Liverpool managed to recuperate 80 million from topping the Champions League table and progressing to the round of 16 this season. 80 million! That's what Spurs are allegedly looking to spend on that Matthias Tell, and or separately look at trying to get Mark Gahey for. That's kind of the ballpark figure that we're talking about here. Why are we not doing anything? Why are we waiting for the summer again, where we know between now and then I guarantee you, later on this week, or at least between now and the end of the season, there's going to be the usual suspects in James Pearce and I forgot the other guy's name. But another top tier Liverpool journalist that are going to come out and they're going to be like, guys, guess what? Liverpool have got a £250 million war chest or something ridiculous like that for this summer. Get excited. The same spiel that we have heard last year, the same spiel that we heard the year before, the same spiel that we heard the year before. If we don't win the Premier League or the Champions League this season, with the incredible position that we are in right now, thanks to Arne Slot, thanks to the players, you can maybe pinpoint that maybe might be Slot's fault, might be the players' fault. But the main majority of the blame should lie on the board, the people in power, FSG, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, and whoever else is there making these kinds of transfer decisions. Because if we don't win this because our squad wasn't beefed up enough, if we don't win it because the quality of the squad drops towards the end of the season, they have an absolutely incredible opportunity to go out there and strengthen, and they messed up completely. And they have done absolutely nothing in these 6, 7, 8 months or whatever it is that they've been here. They have done absolutely nothing in that time. The only thing that they've got done is they've got Chiesa over the line and through. And they've got Mamardashvili coming in for next season. Two positions that arguably we didn't necessarily need. Chiesa, okay, maybe. But even so, I still have my doubts about Chiesa's fitness and his injury levels. And so far this season, I've been proven right in having that worry. Because, like I say, we've barely seen him this season. It's not enough. It's not enough, and it's about time that Liverpool fans started putting pressure on these owners again. Yes, it is fantastic where we are in the league right now. Full credit to Arne Slot for coming in and having to deal with the players that he's had to deal with this season. Like, the way he's modified the tactics a little bit, the way he's changed some of the players a little bit, has been nothing short of outstanding, and it's been nothing short of incredible and exciting to watch from a Liverpool fan's perspective in terms of us getting the job done week after week after week after week. But there's only so far that you can go. And I'm hoping that we manage to outrun the likes of Arsenal this season towards Premier League glory. I'm hoping that that is the case. Because like I say, if we don't, there is blood on the hands of FSG, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, and whoever else is back there, because they have done nothing, nada, nothing, for the past 8 or 9 months that they have been here, and that their job is to obviously make transfers happen. And they've not done that to the best of their ability. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's as simple as playing like a FIFA, EA Sports or Football Manager. I'm not saying it's that simplistic. But when there are players out there that you know can benefit the team, and as a fan, I can see how good they are, how much they can benefit the team. And there's other fans out there who have made other names that are very, very good players that can be made even better at Liverpool. And that we have heard time and time again in the media are going for this price or that price or whatever price it is. I have to sit here and be frustrated that my team are doing nothing to further increase the opportunity and chances that Liverpool have of a huge and major historic success this season. We could be on the verge of something special this season. And if it all falls down and if it all collapses, we'll take our medicine. But we're not going to blame the players for it. We're not going to blame Arne Slot for it. We're going to blame the board. We're going to blame FSG. We're going to blame Michael Edwards. We're going to blame Richard Hughes. The most powerful figures at the club make all the big decisions. Try and sign the players that we need. They've done nothing for the past several months. And we know the money is there to be spent. It'd be ridiculous for us to actually believe that Liverpool have no money whatsoever. Be incredible to think that there are people out there that think Liverpool are poor. We're not. The whole reason why Jurgen Klopp has built up Liverpool so much is because that we can compete. And because then that way we can get back to where we are at the top of the English football pyramid. And not only that, but that also means that more income and more money is being brought in. The upgrades to the stadium, the upgrades to the training facilities and everything else in between, the winning of trophies, all accumulates money, financial gain and income that Liverpool definitely have. And the fact that we're sat there, sat on our hands, seemingly not doing anything. And I'm not saying go out there and sign a player for the sake of signing a player, but there are definitely some players out there that are maybe looking at a getaway from their current club. There are definitely some players out there that would turn their heads right around to the prospect of joining Liverpool. Start acting like a big club. Stop acting like a wuss in transfer windows. And start flashing around your checkbook. Because if you did that more, Who knows? Who knows? Incredible things could happen. Take a risk. Take a gamble. We're too safe. Way too safe. And we only realise we've been too safe when we start to decline. I don't want us to make that mistake again. We've been brilliant. Everything on the pitch is going really well right now. And I'm a bit surprised that on transfer deadline day we haven't actually announced anything in regards to the new contracts, because that's what we normally tend to do on deadline days. We normally tend to kind of do this spin of, we've signed so-and-so to a new contract. That's like a new signing, right? No. We have a centre-back situation which needs to be somewhat addressed. Trent's injury that he pulled up with on Saturday. How serious is that? We have a left-back situation which is abysmal. And the moment that teams start to realise how abysmal it is, yeah, we might be in trouble there. And we have a striker situation which does not fill me with much confidence going forward this season. I have concerns. I'm still backing the team. I'm still believing that the team can go on and produce some major silverware this season. But Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I am so annoyed with these owners, with Michael Edwards, with Richard Hughes, who have seemingly come in and had the easiest job to do nothing in the past several months. Sort it out. Because like I say, there is blood on your hands if Liverpool don't win any major honours this season. Look, those are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of Liverpool, the transfer business, and the rest of the season? And who will be to blame if Liverpool do not go on and achieve major success for this campaign? Let me know your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, down below in the comments section. I would love to know what you guys have to say on all of that and much more, of course. So please do get involved. Or as always, hit the like button all the way if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. Like I say, thank you all so much for your continued or even brand new support to the channel. Very much appreciated. Love you guys so much. You guys are absolutely awesome. Whether you are new, whether you are still supporting the channel after a while, I can't appreciate you guys enough. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I will soon speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Speak to you all again very, very soon.